Hello everyone, I'm standing here today with the Ping G LS Tec, actually designed for the guy that hits it very high, tends to balloon the ball and feels that he loses a bit of distance, needs something with a slightly forward center of gravity, knock that flight down, give him more piercing, penetrating flight, and in turn a little bit more distance. The G series is aimed at a very wide audience. There are 3 different heads, catering for 3 different types of players. The LS Tec you'll immediately see the center of gravity has been shifted slightly forward and it'll knock down the flight, giving the player hitting it very high that more penetrating flight I mentioned briefly earlier on. Let's talk about the T9S technology that they've implemented in the face. Now, Ping have utilized a harder metal which is lighter than a standard titanium, allowing them to save 4 grams of weight. This weight they can redistribute allows them to use variable face thickness in the driver. All that means is the center of the driver is a little bit thicker, progressively getting thinner towards the outer edges, obviously towards the toe and the heel, but also towards the crown and the sole of the driver. This allows for more speed on your miss hits, especially out of the toe and the heel areas, so that the ball comes off faster. There's more rebound, more speed will equate to more distance. The next one that we'll look at is the Turbulator Technology on the crown. This is purely for aerodynamic purposes. What this allows the driver to do is effectively trip up the air as it moves, allowing less drag to happen. Now, talking about this drag, Ping have introduced something called Vortec at the back of this driver. With the success of the G30, they obviously did more testing, re-engineered the club head, and then realized there is a lot of drag being created behind this driver, actually slowing it down. So what they were gaining at the top by making it move faster, they were losing about 40% at the back of it because of drag. The Vortec has allowed them to reduce that number, allowing their head to move faster. The faster the head's going to move, the more distance you're going to gain from the driver without trying any harder. The most obvious technology on this is what they call Dragonfly Technology. All this is a weight-saving technology. They have strengthened up the crown in strategic areas using that beautiful pattern, allowing them to make it extremely thin in between. By making it that thin, they've managed to save 8 grams of weight. That weight they have redistributed slightly lower and slightly further back to get the ball up in the air a little bit faster, but spinning a little bit lower, especially considering that this is the LS Tec version. Anything that has high launch properties with low spin is going to go quite a long way. All modern drivers have adjustable lofts. What is nice about the Ping and what I quite enjoy about this, they only give you 5 loft settings or 5 settings in total, making it very, very easy to understand. So you would have your standard setting, you would have a big minus sign, a big plus sign, and then of course a small minus and a small plus. So you can change the loft 1 degree up or 1 degree down, or slight increments in between. They do offer you 2 stock shafts to choose from, your Alta 55 for the slower guy and the Tour 65 for the guys that hit it really, really hard. Guys that tend to hit it high and balloon it are not necessarily just guys that hit it very, very hard. That could be the guys that are slightly over the top, popping the ball up into the air, etc., etc. The LS Tec is purely designed because of the head properties to knock it down. So even if you are a slower swing guy, don't stress about it. There is a shaft paired with this head that would still suit you.